There's only one rule in this f***ing jungle. When the lion's hungry, he eats.
See, I'm not a monster. I'm just a man of my word.
We gonna dominate this thing. Respect is not giving it its own, god dog it.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. This is where they die.
Bust you up.
Go for it.
Come on, you bitch. You're scared coward. You got man enough to me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world, bitch. Look at you scared now. Scared of the real man.
He should have killed me when he had the chance, because now I'm back and I'm gonna kill you and your whole team. You and them kids.
He was looking at me and he just had this like look, he was just swinging his hands. And I said, you're not gonna beat me. I'm prepared to die.
In any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that itch.
I win! I win! That's my job! That's what I do!
The major mental effect of testosterone is it makes effort feel good.
A body in motion tends to stay in motion. A body at rest tends to stay at rest. You've had enough damn rest.
Somebody out there said working harder than you. Somebody working harder.
Height does not make you a good fighter at all. Bigness does not. It's right here. This is what makes you a fighter.
I used to never have to worry about nobody ever bullying me again. Cause I know I would kill them if they with me.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
The one, the only, the notorious Conor McGregor!
And my 3 questions are, what do you want? How badly do you want it? And how much are you willing to suffer?
He's heavy.
I know he's heavy.
I'm by out of strength.
Then you negotiate with your body to find more strength, but don't you give up on me, Brock. You keep going, you hear me? You keep going, you're doing good. You keep going. Do not quit on me. You keep going. It hurt. I know it hurt. You keep going. You keep going.
Never give up. Never in your life give up. Keep driving through the goddamn pain. Muscle through the pain. Muscle through the goddamn pain.
You're gonna hate yourself in the morning. Why are you pulling back? No, don't tell me yes. Why? You don't listen. God damn it, Lexus. Where are you supposed to be?
Game over. Game over. Game over.
I am not like everybody else. I don't want to be like everybody else. I have something inside which is burning. And I look around and this life and everything I see is not for me. I'm supposed to be something different. I have to be something different. And I'm going to change my life.
The most dangerous person in the world is a man that is broken and alone.
Who cares? You tired or not? Nobody cares about you. He was tired, he had personal problem, family. Nobody cares.
You had nobody anyway, motherfucker. Learn to pick yourself up on your own. A lot of times these fights and these battles, you gotta be your own coach. You gotta be your own motivator. There's no crowds cheering you on. That's what makes you powerful, is when the only cheerleader is you, by yourself. That's what forces you in the battle. In the battle, you find peace. When you go to war with yourself, you find a lot of peace because you know exactly who you are. And that is where the peace is really found for me. You have to be willing to suffer to get to the other side. And on the other side of suffering is a whole nother world that people have no idea that even exists.
I'm not afraid of nobody. In the ring or out of the ring, they got a gun or a knife, and I'll show him that too. I'm just ready to get it on and crush this guy's skull. And show the real world champion is the best fighter in the era.
No retreat. No surrender. That is Spartan law. And by Spartan law, we will stand and fight and die.
The time has come. The time has come. The time has come. It was game time. It was like a light switch turned on. And he became something else. 2 totally different personalities.
I was just so hyped, and I just thought of just crawling out like I'm an animal, like I'm going to eat. So I went out and did that, and the crowd went crazy with it. My teammates were like, what's wrong with him? He's crazy. Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! I'm relentless at what I do.
Whatever you got, I expect that. On every phase, God dog it. We gonna dominate this thing. Respect is not giving it its arm, God dog it.
I'm not clairvoyant, but listen, he's over there laughing. We're up here laughing. Everybody laughing. This is serious stuff. You won't be laughing Friday. This is very serious. This is very, very serious.
I don't want to see a smile on that face after the game. The ultimate disrespect is when somebody takes what's yours. And this is our game. It's our time. And there's the guy's trying to take it from us. So that makes it shit personal. Let's go. Relentless effort for 60 minutes.
Somebody gonna outwork you. Somebody outwork you right now. So what? Let's go.
There's always someone out there who's working harder than you. I'm haunted by that motherfucker. Knowing that someone out there is willing to forgo whatever it takes to be better, to be the best. You do the haunting. Get in somebody's head. Own space.
Set a time to train at that time. Set a time to go to sleep at that time. Set a time to get up at that time. Don't tell yourself you need to do something and then don't do it. That's what I was talking about with Ariel. I knew in my head I was saying, get up at this time. I didn't get up at that time. Train at this time. I didn't train at that time. Don't eat this. I ate that. Don't drink that. I drank it. And these all just infiltrate my mental strength.
Two forms of pain. Pain that breaks you and the pain that changes you. That's the pain of the change right there. That's the pain of progress.
He was in his Goggins mode by that time. I asked the cameraman up there, I'm like, hey, I said, how did Goggins look? And he's like, he's had his shirt off and he was saying, they don't know me. They don't know me, son. And saying all this stuff. I said, who was he saying that to? And he's like, there's nobody up here.
So he has like imaginary enemies that he's fighting against.
You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skyler. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
Everyone says, well, you should be harmless, virtuous. You shouldn't do anyone any harm. You should sheath your competitive instinct. You shouldn't try to win. You know, you don't want to be too aggressive. You don't want to be too assertive. You want to take a back seat and all of that. It's like, no. Wrong. You should be a monster. An absolute monster, and then you should learn how to control it.
Do you know the expression, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war?
Right, exactly. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly right.
That's an easy choice for us, Arcadian. Spartans never retreat. Spartans never surrender.
How many people on this planet? I said, what, around 5 billion people, 6 billion? I said I could beat every one of them in a fair fight. And, that's what I believed at the time, but it sounds so good to say that.
Mike, were you really sick this week? What was the problem?
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
Me, I feel like I'm the most fierce competitor there is. I don't think I'm ever going to find something to equal the game of basketball.
Work! Work! Work, damn it! Work! 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 Work!
What role does ego play in all this?
Ego's everything. Ego's a part of determination. If you don't have ego, you can't have a sense of determination to achieve. That's all a part of success.
I think you almost have to have it to be Michael Jordan, right, for instance, who had a tremendous ego.
Huge. How many times did just you and Michael have dinner in Chicago? Chicago has a lot of great... Scotty, stop it. Scotty, stop it. You and Michael never had dinner together one-on-one?
Get it! 18!
They don't know me, son!
Get it! 19!
They don't know me, son!
Yeah! 20, you got some more in you. 21! Yeah, get it again! Come on, we want to see it!
Today I was running, and this guy passes me in the car, and it's about 100 degrees out here, 70% humidity. And the guy comes back around, looks at me. He pulls his car by me and says, "Why the f are you out here?" I said, "Because you're not." Sometimes your motivation needs to be because no one else wants to do it. We need doctors. We need lawyers. We need dentists. We need teachers. We also need savages. This message I do is not for everybody. So I don't want to see that soft about, do you have sunscreen on? This message is dangerous. It's too hot. I'm not asking you to be like me. Do you? Stay hard. Thing about life, this is why you always must be ready. Always be ready. Never get ready. People go, oh, hey, what are you training for, David? I ain't training for shit. When something pops up, I'll be ready.
You can act like a man! What's the matter with you? Is this how you turn down a Hollywood Pinocchio that cries like a woman? What can I do? What can I do?
Don't cry to give up. Cry to keep going. Don't cry to quit. You already in pain. You already hurt. Get a reward from it.
I really took the time to find out, you know, who the enemy was. And it's not that it was the enemy. It was the enemy. The enemy. The enemy. The inner me.
Here's how to get older without getting better. Keep relearning the same lesson. If you keep making the same mistake over and over, the mistake isn't the problem. You are.
The major mental effect of testosterone is it makes effort feel good. Effort and leaning into pain and challenge actually has the effect of making the body feel soothed and good. It's a drive.
I can describe this in one word. All about sacrifice. People talk about discipline, but sometimes discipline is not enough. You know, all about sacrifice.
And it was a scientist that actually sat me down one day and just explained to me that you're never going to be able to lift that off the floor because the human body's not capable of lifting that off the floor. But there is one way. A woman who's driving down the motorway in a big accident, the kids under a car, and they can lift the car off of the kids. And why is that? It's the fight or flight scenario. I was able to create a scenario in my head that when I walked up to the 500 kilo, I wasn't lifting 500 kilo off the floor. I was lifting a car off of my kids.
Main strong. This won't break you. This won't break you. This won't break you. This won't break you.
Get it, David. Come on. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Energy. Let it out. 7, 8, 9, 10. A machine here. There you go. Nobody works like David in this house. 13. Come on. 14. Come on. 15. Shut that muscle down.
You know what the best advice I ever gotten? Came in 2 words. You can't. And you know what my response was? 2 words. Watch me.
You can't really give a about what people say no more. Because everybody gonna critique everything that you do, no matter what you do. That creep into your mind, no matter if you believe it or not.
It's wasted energy.
Yeah, it's wasted energy. My first year in Miami, I was down there, like I was literally like, I wanted to prove everybody wrong. And I like literally lost myself in the moment. I lost myself.
This is your life, my friend. And I'm sure when it's all said and done, you don't want to look back and see that you wasted it. This is your life, my friend. So you stand up. This is your life, my friend. So you rise up. This is your life, my friend. So you keep going. This is your life, my friend. So you never give up. This is your life, my friend. You need to keep going. This is your life, my friend.
Man, my father died when I was 10 years old. He had cancer. You know, he died like in 2 weeks. Buried him on Christmas. Right after that, 19 years old, my mother died from cancer. My aunts, uncles, everybody in my family died from cancer before I even turned pro. I was a kid working construction, you know, with my hands waking up 5 o'clock every day. I was like, you know what? I have nothing else to live for, so I'm going to go 100%. Everything that I was going through, when my life felt like it was falling apart, it was for a greater purpose, right? So, but God had a plan for me, and I always say that, you know, God has a plan for all of us. It just so happened I had to grow up as a kid without a father and then burying my mother, and they never lived to see me.
I promise you guys, success is the loneliest road out there. It's you and your shadow at the end, because it's too hard. People don't want to be around you because you cause them to have brainstorming on their failures and shortcomings and how they could have been like you, but they failed.
It's all hard from here. 30 more steps. You keep going, Brock. Come on. Keep going. Burn. And let it burn. Burn. It's all hard. You keep going, Brock. Come on. Come on. Keep going. You promised me your best. Your best. Don't stop. Keep going. Too hard. It's not too hard. You keep going. Come on, Brock. Give me more. Give me more. Keep going.
Everybody wants to be a beast until it's time to do what real beasts do. Everybody gets excited. E.T., the guru story, but nobody wants to get up at 3 o'clock.
It was never about running. Why do you think I run? It's the worst thing. I hate doing it more than anything. It's the one thing I hate the most to do, and I do it like I love it. Someone's sitting in the room by themselves and they figure themselves out and say, God, this is gonna suck. Where's passion when you're 300 pounds? Where's the motivation when you can't read and write? Where is it? So how did this happen? I just did. I just did.
The pain that destroys you isn't this It's later in life knowing you could have been more, and all that's left is you and the mirror and tears of a possibility left that you allowed to die. Own your life, guys. You have every opportunity. There's no excuse not to be the hardest worker in the room. Stop being average when your potential is crying to come outside and be more than that. It's gotta mean more than anything. That's your name, it's all you got. Don't sell out.
And so if you're ready to quit, then don't get started. If you're ready to quit, don't get started. If you're looking for this easy path, don't get started. If you think they're not going to close the door on you and say no 1,000,000 times, don't get started. But every time they close the door, I just get excited. Why? Because I am not a no. I'm one yes away.
But I knew a lot of us want to find peace first. So people say, man, you always talk about this suffering and pain and shit. I'm at peace right now because I went through that. You don't find peace first. No one really finds himself without going through trials, tribulations, suffering, accountability. And accountability is suffering. Being accountable every day for doing right for yourself, for the people next to you, it's miserable. It's hard.
Your tired body, that unmotivated mind, and get out there and do it anyway. You know, you better fight yourself, because you're not only winning when things are going your way. You got to figure out how to win when things aren't going your way. You got to figure out when your body's fighting you, when your mind's fighting you.
8, 9, 10. Give me 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the way up. All the way up. Come on, shoulder, bring it up. Bring it up. Up higher. Hold it there now. Hold it there. Put tension. You put tension there. Now fight me. Fight me harder. 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 Come on, King. Just get started now. Come on. Push. Push.
Hey, we have more left. We can still push harder. We're not there yet. I realized, talking to a guy named Cameron Haynes who did this race, 240-mile race. And I was saying, I go, is this the new level? Is this the new push? So when I decided to do that race, it was in the back of my mind like, man, I've really become an expert at running 100-mile races.
That's why when you think about the mentality of greatness, they have no brakes.
You know, I think if you really want to be great at something, it definitely doesn't happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a year or two. And even if you're having a great season or you're having a career year, there's still so much more room to continue to improve. You know, there's still much more room for you to continue with the process of becoming great where it's sustainable.
Are you a good guy trying to be bad, or are you a bad guy trying to be good?
That's a good question. I think I am a bad guy that's trying to be good.
I think this guy might have the best top paragraph Wikipedia description in history. Can you just Google the unkillable soldier?
Is this a real human?
A real human. Lieutenant General Sir Adrian Paul Ghislaine Carton-Duart was a British Army soldier, officer, born of Belgian and Irish parents. He was awarded the Victoria Cross, the highest military decoration awarded for valour in the face of the enemy in various Commonwealth countries. He served in the Boer War, First World War and Second World War. He was shot in the face, head, stomach, ankle, leg, hip and ear, was blinded in his left eye, survived 2 plane crashes, tunnelled out of a prisoner of war camp and tore off his own fingers when a doctor declined to amputate them. Describing his experiences in the First World War, he wrote, "Frankly, I had enjoyed the war."
There's dudes like that out there. You just have to know there's guys like that out there.
All I gotta say, I'm him. I'm him, guys. Guys, there's the El Matador. He is running away from Abu.
I feel like I fight from something a little bit different. You know, there's a dog inside of me. Either you have it or you don't. And I know that I'm a dog at the end of the day. I have a dog in me. I have a lion in me. I have a vicious warrior inside of me. It's who I am. And losing's not an option. It's not just a sporting event to me. This is my life. This is my image. This is my legacy.
It's a dog fight. It hasn't been easy. It's been crooked. It's been hard. But I've made up in my mind that I will get a reward for the pain that I go through. I will not stop in the middle of the process. I will not be defeated. I will not be destroyed. I will take everything that happens in my life and I will allow the pain to push me to greatness. You will not break me. You will not stop me. You will not defeat me. The only way I lose is if I quit. It's going to be a dog fight.
Be a dangerous man. Now, being dangerous is not being a threat. They're 2 different things, all right? And it's not about going out and lifting weights and getting a bunch of tattoos and wearing leather jackets and walking around with your chest and shoulders up, hulking around saying, I'm dangerous. That's very rarely is that a dangerous man. Often the most dangerous man in the room is the quietest man in the room.
When you have butterflies and you're feeling anxious and you have anxiety or nervous, that's when you're most powerful, I believe. And either you can, you're most powerful. So a lot of people, instead of homing this power and using it, they allow it to just consume them. You know, there's another quote that says, a big challenge or big pressure is like a fire. It's like a raging fire. Either you can allow this fire to consume you and just take you over completely, or you can gain control of this fire and harness it and you blow it right at your opponent.
And about your potential from that.
That's exactly it.
And that's what people don't understand.
I study the darkness. You find no answers in the light. None. It's too happy, it's too nice. We don't need to be taught how to live in happiness. That just comes naturally to us. Happy moments, but the dark times, man, you can't get there unless you put yourself there. Life will take you there.
Promise yourself. Promise yourself you'll be the best person you can be. That is what makes you train. That is what makes muscles grow. Nobody knows the secret. That is it.
Be the person who still tries. After failure, after frustration, after disappointment, be the person who musters up the courage to believe that a new attempt can bring a new outcome. Not because the odds are in your favor, but because you refuse to let it define your future.
When that happened, everybody stopped talking. Heads would start dropping. And I started taking souls. At that time, I knew what happened in their minds. They were living off the hope factor. They hoped the instructors would stop running. They hoped the water was never cold. They hoped the weather was good. I don't live off that hope. I wish the water was cold. I wish the instructors keep on running. I wish for rain. When the ending is unknown and the distance is unknown, that's when you know who the you are. Stay hard.
I am who I am. You gonna like it, you gonna hate it, but I'm still gonna be me. I'm not changing who I am. I may change the clothes that I wear, the city I live in. That's me in a nutshell, though, man. Like, I really don't give a what anybody thinks of me. I really don't, because I'm comfortable in my own skin, and I like who I am. I like where I'm at.
Man, keep going, keep pushing. Don't never let up. When you hit a bumpy road, don't let that slow you down. Just keep pushing. Whatever obstacle come your way,
keep attacking it. You know what I mean? Don't let nothing shake you, shake your confidence, your energy, your vibe. Just keep going, whatever it is you believe in.
I feel like you used that throughout your career.
No question. I had to. It's a necessity for me.
One of your quotes is, when you're winning, you're not as good as you think you are. When you're losing, you're not as bad as you think you are. What's that mean to you?
When you're winning, everybody's telling you how amazing you are. Oh my God, let me tell you, dude, you know what? You're the best. You're amazing. You know, you're just better than that guy, and you're better than this guy. And it always takes me back to that quote of Marcus Aurelius, who had a slave that would sit behind him and always whisper to him, hey,
you're just a man.
You're just a man.
You're just a man.
That's right, 40 laws of power, right? You're just a man. You're just a man. You're just a man. And then he would get up, and he became the best emperor, 62 AD to 69, whatever the time is. And he becomes who he becomes.
Men should be dangerous. By dangerous, that implies I should be ready to threaten someone, to hurt somebody.
No, you should be capable of it. But that doesn't mean you should use it. There's nothing to you otherwise. Like, if you're not a formidable force, there's no morality in your self-control. If you're incapable of violence, not being violent isn't a virtue. People who teach martial arts know this full well, right? If you learn a martial art, you learn to be dangerous, but simultaneously you learn to control it. Both of those come together. And the combination of that capacity for danger and the capacity for control is what brings about the virtue. Otherwise, you confuse weakness with moral virtue. I'm harmless, therefore I'm good. It's like, no, that isn't how it works. That isn't how it works at all. If you're harmless, you're just weak. And if you're weak, you're not going to be good. You can't be, because it takes strength to be good. It's very difficult to be good.
Somewhere around the world, maybe in like different part of world, someone gonna train today to meet with you after a couple of years, and he follows same goal like you. You know, you have to know one day he's gonna come and he's gonna take everything what you want. That's why you have to stay focused every single moment. If you're a professional athlete, or leave this alone. Or leave this alone. Don't come like 50-50. It doesn't work on this game.
Difficult things make regular life less difficult. And that sounds so simplistic, but particularly physically difficult things. Because when you do things that are physically difficult, the strain of making yourself do those things, it's very valuable. It's not just valuable like exercise and fitness and martial arts and running and whatever you're doing that's really difficult. It's not just valuable in terms of like health and the way you look, but it's also valuable for your mind, maybe even more so. Because regular life can be confusing, and little things that go wrong and little problems that arise are exacerbated by the fact that you're not accustomed to dealing with hardship. So creating your own, whether it's through some brutal kettlebell exercise or running up hills or something, is extremely valuable for you.
The fish just don't jump in the boat. You know, meaning you better go out there and do it yourself. You know, don't wait around and wait for someone to hand deliver something. Go make it happen. You know, the fish don't just jump in the boat. If you want to go catch them, go catch them. You know, throw that line in the water and go do some work. And if it doesn't work that day, do it again the next day. So, and I think the procrastination, that's probably not good for any of us.
Does it bother you that so many people are happy to see you fail?
Absolutely not. Because at the end of the day, all the people that was rooting on me to fail, you know, at the end of the day, they got to wake up tomorrow and have the same life that they had before they woke up today. You know, they got the same personal problems that they had today. You know, and I'm gonna continue to live the way I want to live and continue to do the things that I want to do with me and my family and be happy with that.
I make myself do things that are very uncomfortable, that I don't want to do. And by doing that, I develop this strength and perseverance. And some people hear that and like, I don't even want to do that. I don't want to take a nap. You're exhausting me. I'm like, I'm not you. I don't want to do that. And they just like, it takes them away from that. And I'm like, you don't even have to do that. Mm-hmm. Just go for a walk every day. It sounds like it's easy to do, but there's gonna, when that walk comes and look at your clock, oh, it's 8 o'clock, time to go for that walk. You're like, I don't want to walk. I would just rather play video games. I don't want to walk. I'd rather like read emails. I don't want to walk. I'd rather like scroll through TikTok. But if you just force yourself to go for that walk every day, you will develop mental perseverance. You will develop some tenacity. You will develop the ability to force yourself into work.
Is there advice you can give to people, to young kids that are living through a situation of any sort, a tough life?
Find a thing you like. Try to find a thing that you really enjoy. Try to find a thing that you're passionate about.
Like an activity.
Yes. Find something. Find a thing that you genuinely enjoy, because getting good at things you genuinely enjoy is extremely beneficial for young people, because it lets you know that, like, everybody thinks they're a loser. Every young person thinks they're a loser. At least a young person in the situation I was at. Like, I didn't know I wasn't a loser until I started winning, until I started doing martial arts. Martial arts taught me that, like, I could get better at stuff, that I wasn't really a loser. I just was someone who was, like, in a up situation. But you could channel all that energy that you have as a young person into something and get better at it.
You are one decision, one relationship, one thought, one emotion, one meeting away from a completely different life. And unless you believe, first off, I'm right about that, it's true. But unless you believe that, and then you program your reticular activating system in your brain to find those things, you will never have them happen to you. But if you begin to believe, I'm one meeting away from a different life, I'm one decision away, I'm one podcast away, I'm hearing one guy in the United States away from changing my life forever.
The only insults that hurt are the ones we believe. Next time someone insults you, remember, they're going to die, everyone will forget about them, and if no one will remember them, then you might as well forget about them now. They are irrelevant. Your dream, your actions, your outcomes.
You're gonna lose your mother. You're gonna lose your father. You're gonna lose animals and humans that you love. It's going to happen. You're gonna lose money, and at the same time, people are also gonna hurt you even though you don't even know what you did wrong. Things like this are going to happen in this lifetime. To wait for better times to come where the world will be completely in peace and you can walk peacefully over the street, never having the fear that somebody's gonna come and do something to you. It's not gonna happen, because the world is just the way as it is. But knowing this, preparing yourself, learning the right ways or useful ways that are developing yourself physically and mentally to be able to walk through this lifetime. That's possible. That is something that is available to us. It's just you need to get rid of those fantasies that better times are going to come. If we don't create the better times, nothing's gonna happen.